Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I've been a little bit MIA lately. I've just been caught up with work and we've had a lot on with the cars behind the scene. The car's still away at Brad's getting painted. It has had the paint on it, it's been flow coated. You're going to see it in a few clips where we're up to shortly with that. I've also been working on the Mustang, which is so close. I've literally went to Brisbane on the weekend and picked up the made tail shaft, which is set up for 600 horsepower. I've also had a lot of stuff turning up in the background for the GTR. So Raceworks have hooked us up with some really awesome parts. Got a brand new RB 26 Raceworks fuel rail in there. It's really cool. So we've got some new stuff to show you there. I've had a Wags Performance transfer case show up. So this transfer case has 10 clutch pack in it instead of 7. It's got a stronger transfer case chain and a few other bits and pieces in there. It's really cool, so we'll go into that later. But yeah, thanks guys, appreciate the support, and sorry I haven't uploaded as much, but you're about to see sort of the last 2.5 weeks and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I've come up to check out the GTR and Brad's been back on it again as much as he can. And it's all been rubbed back now. And now, Brad, what have we done?
So now, because it's showtime,
yeah.
we're actually going to flow coat the clear, so it makes the clear look deeper and it'll be cleaner as well. Yeah. So I've got some Prepsol here, which will show us once it's clear, what it's going to look like.
So this has been
blocked back with 800,
yep.
And then we've hit it with the sander to make the scratches even finer again.
Yep.
And then Scotch Brite to get all in the neatly little bits.
Yeah.
We don't want it to peel up.
Yep, yep. And any of the imperfections that were in that top clear coat are now gone.
Yeah,
so it's all
gone.
back.
So
yep.
I'll show you like now. So once that's clear, that's how clean this job's going to look like now.
That's just with Prepsol on it. You can see there how straight and
yeah, once the Prepsol
look at that
settles, you'll see how nice it's going to look. So
that's unbelievable.
Yeah, she's straight, she's clean. There's no imperfections in the colour.
Yep.
So
yep.
Yeah, it's basically we put two more coats of clear on.
Yep.
And if there is a bit of dust here and there, we'll just pick it up with the buff.
Yep.
And she's ready for the big show.
It's go time. Check it out. Look at that. That's unreal. So yeah, a lot of progress. I believe that's the boot there. Yep. So that's the boot there. There's the bonnet. There's all our other little bits and pieces. We're going full N1, so we've got the N1 boot lip. I've got a bonnet lip on its way. It's on back order. And Brad is trying to twist my arm to put N1 slots in the bumper.
Oh, that's the finishing touch, mate. Finishing touch.
G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see behind me, I've got the beautiful 67 Mustang Coupe. It's getting very close now. Engine's in and running. I've got the extractors on, transmission's in, torque converter's been in and filled up. It's all been torqued up and done. I've just got this cable tied up at the moment just so we could start and use the accelerator. The accelerator pedal I have fitted. Throttle linkage coming, an adjustable throttle rod and a threaded rod, very similar to the one we use for the alternator down here, the alternator adjuster, if you can just see that. So I'm going to fit that to it and that should give us a better pedal feel. How good are Raceworks and their products? This is, I ordered this yesterday, it turned up today, awesome delivery. Check this out, this is a Raceworks aluminium tube bead roller. But this goes in the vise, it's absolutely awesome. Check this thing out. That's it there. So this is actually going to a customer who's ordered it. If you want one of these, you can grab them from us, email norifactory@gmail.com. or get on the Raceworks website. Here's another product. This is for the Mustang. So we needed a carburetor linkage. That's what it is. So I actually made one on the weekend just to get the car going. I actually went to Bunnings and like Raceworks and how Raceworks mad we are. Everything on the car's got to be at Raceworks. Yeah, so no, this linkage is much better. It's a little bit more subtle, I guess you would say. It's got plenty of adjustment in it, so I'm going to swap that over.
3 days later.
The GTR is still away at paint. It has been all painted. Rightio, so I'm up here in the paint booth. I've come up to see Brad's magical work. So this is it now. It's been flow coated, which is absolutely insane to see. So, but the rest of it hasn't been done. Obviously, we got to get the side skirts on, the guards, the bonnet, the boot, and all that has to be flow coat as well to match. But this looks incredible. I don't know if the camera does it justice. That, believe it or not, is dry. It looks wet, but it's not. That's how it's going to look all the time. In fact, it'll look a little bit better. Brad's going to spend next week flow coating it, so that will be awesome. It looks amazing. I have a mate that's got a R34 GTR, and he was dying for a set of 19-inch LMGT4 Amoris. So I managed to offload the 19, and I managed to find probably what was one of the last set at the moment of 18-inch plus 22 GTR MGT4s, and they look amazing. Every time I see these wheels, I just think they're awesome. Rays make the best wheel for sure, especially for GTRs, so let's have a look. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. Super stoked on this. Yeah, it's Garrett turbo boxes after Garrett turbo boxes. This looks absolutely awesome. Check out the workbench. Absolutely love seeing a new Garrett, and I cannot wait to open these boxes. Okay, so got the typical GCG pack. It's a fitting kit that they do. This looks like this is the old HKS turbo, which they've wrapped back up. That's what we're going to do is a comparison of the old HKS Garrett. Well, actually, I'm not even sure if it is a Garrett core, but that's the compressor wheel, which is there, and the old core, and you can see how small that exhaust housing is. It's tiny, like in comparison to my hand even. Okay, so look at that. That's absolutely incredible. So this is the original HKS surge slot, and you can see that it had to be machined a fair way out, like to fit the new compressor wheel. And if you can do a side by side, which we will try and do, I'm not sure if you can see just how much bigger this compressor wheel is to this one. So that's incredible. Look at that little thing. So that's a G40. It's a great size. So we're going twin G40s, obviously. This would be too small just on its own, but that is pretty freaking mad. So I'm not sure if we'll go water cooled yet or we'll just leave it air cooled, but we've got the option there, which is pretty awesome. So what else is in the box? Show you briefly. So it comes with 2 sets of springs, an inner and an outer. Got some shims there, which is pretty mad. So yeah, all your fittings. Being Garrett, of course, everything's going to be there. It's absolutely insane product. So let's put that back together for now, and we'll check them out later. Jamie has hooked us up with a RB26 fuel rail from Raceworks, and first glimpses of it is actually really cool. It's black, which is great. It's not a bright anodized color, and it's got 2 -8 fittings on for the ends. And then I also think we've got a middle one, which we're going to put a fuel pulsation dampener in from Raceworks. And I've never used one of those, so it'd be really cool to put it in and check fuel pressure and see what it does compared to fuel pressure how it used to do. So that's pretty awesome. Right here, I've got some zinc work done on a heap of nuts and bolts. So there is a full sump bolt set for the GTR, which we all know that sump bolts look great. So they were brand new bolts. I brought them from Kudos Motorsports. They hooked us up with a full bolt kit for the sump and the transfer case. And check those out. That's our throttle plates we've been waiting for. We can get the throttle bodies ready together now for the drive-by-wire. We can get the transfer case on the gearbox, which is actually here. So that's what we've got to open up next. Have a look at this. That's pretty sick. So this is a WAGS transfer case, rebuilt, new chain with 10 clutch plates instead of the standard 7. So it's quite a bit more clutch. So this thing is going to hook up in front like all-wheel drive like you will not believe. Pretty cool. Rightio, so we're back here at our Fish and Drifts compound to check the car out, and it's all been painted. We've had a slight issue though where I put the wheels back on. I didn't slip shafts in them, for obvious reasons. I didn't want it to scratch the subframe, so I didn't put the shafts back in. The hub stayed on the wheel and the bearing split in half. So what I'm going to do is just bolt it back up, and I'll put a shaft in it, and we'll just carefully put a tower down. It's looking great. It's insane. It's been a little bit difficult, this process, because we are kind of doing it backwards. We painted the engine bay, and then we've decided to do the car. So it's been really hard to stop overspraying bits and pieces, cleaning up to do. We're going to get this wheel on, and then Brad's going to put the side skirts on, put the bonnet on, put the boot on. We're going to flow coat this bad boy. Let's put this wheel back on. Rightio, so we got the wheel back on, got the shaft in it now, and I've just sort of set it up so it can just roll there like that when they move it. Let's do the other side now, and then maybe we'll give it a wash and get out of here. Brad's given me the fun job of masking tape. Okay, so the back window is all taped up. Just gone straight through, so we'll put a sheet of plastic on that to protect everything inside. Side windows are already done. I'll give everything, a check over. So now we'll just quickly do the front windscreen along the front panel there. Should be mint. We've also been working on lately the next drop of shirts. So the next merch drop will be a HKS tribute. 3 awesome shirts. First one being the one I'm wearing, Norrie Factory with the HKS Turbo, and it's probably got the coolest back ever. That's is this the new engine? Yeah. That's the new engine going in the GTR. The second one is the actual car with the new engine in it, and a bit of a tribute to HKS there. We've got the colours and the oil spill. It's got a pretty cool front on it too. We got the NFR badge, Norrie Factory Racing, and the HKS Turbo. These are also top quality t-shirts, don't forget. Awesome shirts. Lastly and finally, we've just got the car, just a basic one of the new car with the new engine in it, and got a pretty cool badge there on the front too. More HKS tribute. So these are really cool shirts. Hopefully we'll have them up on the website by the end of the week, and we can start rolling them out to you guys. Love the shirts, hope you enjoy them too.